Serendipity'S arrow. Olivia Hartley, a newly graduated matchmaker from the Harmony Institute, was thrilled to attend her first annual Matchmakers Summit in Tokyo. As a junior matchmaker, she idolized Diana Chun, known for her impeccable record in pairing soulmates. Despite Diana's professional success, her personal love life was less than stellar. Exhausted from her long flight, Olivia arrived at her hotel room past midnight. In her fatigue, she failed to notice the occupied room as she entered. Startled awake, Diana, who was already asleep in the bed, let out a surprised yelp. Both women, caught off guard and embarrassed, quickly realized there had been a mix-up with their room assignments. As they awkwardly tried to sort out the situation, their eyes met, and an unexpected connection sparked between them. Olivia stammered, "I'm so sorry. I thought this was my room." Diana, regaining her composure, replied, "It seems there's been a mistake. I'm Diana Chun." Olivia's eyes widened in recognition. "Diana Chun? The Diana Chun? I'm Olivia Hartley. I've admired your work for years." As they worked to resolve the room mix-up with the hotel staff, Olivia and Diana found themselves drawn to each other's company. They spent the night talking about their shared passion for matchmaking and their experiences in the field. Over the course of the summit, Olivia and Diana's connection deepened. They attended workshops together, shared meals, and discovered they had more in common than just their profession. A budding romance began to blossom between them, proving that sometimes even matchmakers need a little help from serendipity to find their own perfect match. As the Matchmakers Summit progressed, Olivia and Diana found themselves spending more and more time together. Their initial awkward encounter had blossomed into a friendship that seemed to deepen with each passing day. They attended workshops side by side, often exchanging knowing glances or suppressing giggles when other matchmakers made outlandish claims about their success rates. During lunch breaks, they'd find a quiet corner in the hotel's garden, sharing bento boxes and swapping stories about their most challenging matches. Olivia was in awe of Diana's experience and insight, while Diana found Olivia's fresh perspective and enthusiasm invigorating. One evening, after a particularly long day of seminars, they decided to explore Tokyo together. They wandered through the neon-lit streets of Shibuya, marveling at the controlled chaos of the famous crossing. As they walked, their hands brushed against each other, sending shivers down both their spines. "You know," Olivia said, breaking the comfortable silence, "I never thought I'd meet you like this. You were always this larger-than-life figure to me." Diana chuckled, a hint of sadness in her eyes. "I'm just a person, Olivia. A person who's great at matching others, but somehow can't seem to find her own match." Olivia's heart skipped a beat. She gathered her courage and replied, "Maybe you've been looking in the wrong places." Their eyes met, and for a moment, the bustling city around them seemed to fade away. Diana reached out and tucked a stray strand of hair behind Olivia's ear, her touch lingering for a moment longer than necessary. The rest of the week flew by in a whirlwind of stolen moments and meaningful conversations. They discussed their hopes, fears, and dreams, finding comfort and understanding in each other's company. As the summit drew to a close, both women realized they were facing a crossroads. On the last night, they stood on the hotel's rooftop terrace, overlooking the glittering Tokyo skyline. Diana turned to Olivia, her usual confidence replaced by vulnerability. "What happens now?" she asked softly. "You're heading back to New York, and I'm off to San Francisco. Is this where our story ends?" Olivia took a deep breath, her heart pounding. "It doesn't have to," she said. "We're matchmakers, aren't we? If anyone can make a long-distance relationship work, it's us. Diana's face lit up with a smile that made Olivia's knees weak. You're right, she said, taking Olivia's hand in hers. And I think we both know this is a match worth fighting for. As they sealed their agreement with a tender kiss, fireworks exploded in the sky above them. A fitting celebration for two matchmakers who had finally found their own perfect match. In the months that followed, Olivia and Diana navigated the challenges of a long-distance relationship with the same determination they applied to their work. They scheduled regular video calls, sent each other care packages filled with local treats, and made the most of every opportunity to meet in person. Their relationship became a source of inspiration for both of them professionally. They collaborated on difficult cases, combining Diana's experience with Olivia's innovative ideas. Together, they developed new techniques that revolutionized the matchmaking industry. A year after their fateful meeting in Tokyo, Diana surprised Olivia by showing up at her New York office with an unexpected proposition. She had been offered a position to lead a new matchmaking agency in the city and wanted Olivia to be her partner, both in business and in life. Overwhelmed with joy, Olivia accepted without hesitation. As they embraced, both women marveled at how a simple room mix-up had led to the greatest match of their lives. They had become living proof that sometimes, even the most skilled matchmakers need a little help from serendipity to find their own happily ever after. As Olivia and Diana settled into their new life together in New York, they faced the challenges of merging their personal and professional lives. Their matchmaking agency, Serendipity'S, quickly gained a reputation for its innovative approaches and high success rate. However, their relationship wasn't without its struggles. Diana, used to being in control, sometimes found it difficult to compromise in their personal life. Olivia, still somewhat in awe of Diana's reputation, occasionally struggled to assert herself in their professional partnership. One particularly stressful day, after a high-profile client had stormed out of their office, the tension between them reached a boiling point. Maybe if you hadn't been so pushy with your ideas, we wouldn't have lost him. Diana snapped, frustration evident in her voice. Olivia, hurt by the accusation, fired back. My ideas? You're the one who insisted on using that outdated personality test. They glared at each other for a moment before both deflating, the fight leaving them as quickly as it had come. I'm sorry, Diana said softly, reaching for Olivia's hand. I shouldn't have lashed out at you. This case, it's bringing up a lot of old insecurities. Olivia squeezed her hand. I'm sorry too. I know how much this meant to you. We're partners, remember? We'll figure it out together. This moment of vulnerability strengthened their bond, reminding them why they worked so well together, both in love and in business. As their agency grew, so did their commitment to each other. On their second anniversary, during a surprise trip to Tokyo where they had first met, Diana proposed to Olivia under the same fireworks that had celebrated their first kiss. Their wedding was a joyous affair, attended by many of the happy couples they had matched over the years. It was a testament to their success, both personally and professionally. But life had one more surprise in store for them. A few months after their wedding, a young woman named Zoe came into their office, seeking help in finding a match. There was something about her that touched both Olivia and Diana's hearts. After several unsuccessful attempts to match her, they realized that perhaps the universe had a different plan. After much discussion and soul-searching, Olivia and Diana decided to expand their family. They adopted Zoe, who had grown close to them during her time as their client. The three of them formed a unique and loving family unit, proving that sometimes the best matches aren't just romantic ones. As the years passed, Olivia and Diana continued to grow their business and their family. They faced challenges, celebrated victories, and weathered storms together. They became known not just for their matchmaking skills, but for their enduring love story that inspired countless others. On their 10th anniversary, as they stood on the rooftop of their New York office building, overlooking the city they now called home, Diana turned to Olivia with tears in her eyes. "You know," she said, her voice filled with emotion, "I spent years helping others find love, never believing I'd find it myself. But that night in Tokyo, when you stumbled into my room, it was like the universe finally decided it was my turn." Olivia leaned in, resting her forehead against Diana's. "I guess sometimes even matchmakers need a little help from fate," she whispered. As they kissed, both women silently thanked the twist of fate that had brought them together. Their story was proof that love could be found in the most unexpected places, and that sometimes the perfect match was right in front of you all along. And so Olivia and Diana continued their journey together, facing whatever life threw at them with love, laughter, and the unshakable belief that they were truly each other's perfect match.